Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Roman again from Strength by Doing. Quick update, I didn't make a video at all over my weekend or a blog post, my weekend being Thursday and Friday night. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but hey, that's my weekend. I dealt with a couple different things and was able to go clean my bike chain up a little bit on one of my bikes and go a ride, which is awesome. Make some coffee for my dad. One of our brothers came in town, which is really cool. And talk to him for a little bit and see him and poke fun on each other. So hi to you know who. But today, what I really want to talk about is dealing with change in your life and change with others, and just growing up as a person, or growing into yourself, or how you're proceeding in your life with your goals. Like for myself, currently, it's just it's like it's really coming to light who is actually supporting me and my goals and what I'm doing in my life. Lately, it feels like my sister and my dad, who I spend a lot of my time with, tend to actually be a lot more supportive in my goals, which is great because I'm really strict on my diet most of the time during the week. But there's times when I'm almost slipping up on the weekend. They're like, "Hey, I thought you were on a strict diet." I'm like, "Oh, you're right." It's like there's supportive people out there for you, and the people that say your parents might not be supportive in you, but because a lot of people they see you as the old you. I mean, some people are still offering me snacks and fatty foods. I'm like, I can't deal with that right now. I'm really trying to stay strict on my diet. I mean, I might be a little bit lenient on my weekends, but the thing is that I'm trying to be strict during the week on what I eat, how much I eat, and even the macronutrients, and making sure I get all my micronutrients as well throughout the week. Some people think it's obsessive, and other people understand that that's what I'm doing. That's my goal, and that's where I'm going with it. It's not necessarily to look pretty or anything like that. It's more, I'm unhappy with the weight that I'm at, and I want to be down a bit less. I mean, I feel that with what I'm trying to do is trying to be a little bit more agile, and it also helps with that. I mean, I have my knees flare up from time to time, and it's not because of my weight. It's just because, for some reason, it seems to be a hereditary thing, because all my brothers we all seem to have problems with our knees, and I just don't want to be stressing them out more than anything else. In fact, actually squatting actually helps them more than anything else. Riding my bike, not so much, but that's what I do anyways. But the thing is that when you're dealing with life, is you make your goals, start acting on them. You don't need to tell everybody in the whole world what your plans are, but there's people that you spend a lot of your time with, your special significant other, your family, or who else, maybe your people around your office or something. Like you got a couple good friends over where you work. Hopefully, if you don't, then sometimes it just sucks to not be able to have friends at work, and you just need to change that, even within yourself. But there are always going to be people that are supportive of you, and people that really don't want you to change because you seem to fit a role in their lives where they're comfortable with you a certain way and not with changing. And that's with them. That's their personal thing. It's really, the people that you don't think they would be supportive of you, they come out of nowhere. My dad, my sister don't necessarily live the same kind of lifestyle I do. They're great people, but they don't live the same kind of lifestyle I do. But they are understanding of the way I live, and they give me my space. They allow me to, they understand that what I'm doing with my goals, and they're supportive in that role. And that's another thing, is that, be supportive of other people in their changes as well. If you find that you're with somebody and they're changing, they're trying to do something different with their lives, and be supportive. You don't have to joke around and say different things about it's not going to happen, or different things like that. But the thing is that be supportive, and if you can't be supportive, move on. That's another thing, is that if you can't be supportive of somebody else and they're changing, then they don't need you in their lives, because you're trying to satisfy them in a role that you want them to be in, and they want to be somewhere else in their life. At a point in time, everybody drifts apart. You don't have to have the same goals in life, but you have to be able to be supportive of each other and moving forward. If you can't be supportive of each other, and at least understanding, and You know, like if you're somebody who's gonna be negative and joking around all the time about, you know, something that they want to do with their lives, then that person's not gonna be around. That person's not gonna want to be around you. And it's the same thing with somebody else. It's like if they're not gonna be supportive of your goals in your life, you don't want to be around them. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, sometimes we drift apart, and that's the way the world has to go. Unfortunately, that happens to all of us. But it all comes down to, you know, what's best for you. You don't need to just shove people out of your life or anything like that. I mean, people that you wouldn't imagine being supportive of you and whatever you want to do are actually in your life already. You just don't realize it. Just because they don't live the same way you do doesn't mean that they aren't going to be supportive of you. So, you know what? You don't have to share everything you do with everybody in the world. But the thing is that the people that are really close to you, I mean, start with your family. I mean, they may joke around about it a little bit, but the thing is that they're going to be supportive of you when other people aren't. If your significant other isn't going to be supportive of you, then maybe it's time they need to either understand that you're trying to change, and if they're not going to be supportive, or at least understanding in what you're going to do, and they're going to just sit there and work against you, then maybe it's time to move on. That's just the way things go sometimes, and that's the way my life goes a lot of times. But, you know, I'm working on it, and this is my life, and this is what I do. This past weekend, did a lot of relaxing. I mean, spent a lot of time playing Borderlands 2 on PC. Actually, I did that and also thinking about what I want to write about, what I'm going to do a video about, like today, this video. And I'm hoping to bring you all a lot more this week. I wish my internet wasn't so slow at home. It took about one video it took about 4 hours to actually upload on my slow internet at home. So hopefully I'll see y'all soon again. So just telling y'all, when y'all wake up tomorrow, get up, get out, do something, and hopefully, you know, be productive in your day with yourself. Lean out towards people. Like, be able to offer your services as a person, as a human being to others, so that, you know, you don't play the victim. I mean, if you want something in your life, you have to be able to give it as well. So do a good job, get a good job. I mean, look, be supportive of everybody else, including your team at work, and that also means that they're going to support you when you're down. So, you know, good luck. Talk to you later.